Hey Intermediate Art, how are you doing? How is week one going? You're kind of at the end of week one since there won't be classes on Fridays. This is really kind of the end of your class week, so hopefully you've all survived. Hopefully it hasn't been awful. Hopefully you've learned some stuff. Congratulations on getting through it. It's not what any of us expected, but it's what we got, and so I'm glad we're all kind of working to make the best of it. There's nothing real major I have to talk with you about here, but I did just want to do kind of a visual check-in. I know many of you were missing seeing my face, so we've taken care of that now. There are some things I do just want to quickly touch base with, though. Let's start off with Google Classroom stuff. First of all, you know, when you are doing assignments in Google Classroom, if it's something where you're typing up paragraphs or you need to send in images or whatever, try to do all of that through Google Classroom and through Google Docs, as opposed to just sending a totally separate email. It just makes the grading piece of things a little bit easier to do and to leave comments and stuff like that. When it's you know, when it's just one of my little check-in things, a brief answer to a question at the beginning of the lesson or whatever, you know, that you can just respond to right there. But if it's something longer, don't send a separate Word document, or don't just send me a separate email with photos attached, but attach that stuff, do that stuff through Google Classroom and through Google Docs as much as possible. Speaking of photos, when you are taking photos of your work, and you're going to be taking photos of your work, try to give me pictures that are as straight on a view as possible. So if you've got your artwork laying on the table, try to have the camera straight above the artwork. Don't have the camera at an angle. I don't want to see like a weird skewed perspective of the artwork when I'm looking at it. You can also tape the artwork to the wall and then hold the camera straight up parallel with the wall and shoot it that way as well. But just try to give me as close a view as possible, but so I can still see all of the artwork, and then as straight on a view as possible as well. Better the lighting is, the better that is, just to help be sure I can get as good a look at it as possible. Speaking of submitting photos of work, next Tuesday, April 7th, is when your Beyond the Border watercolor paintings are due. And I'll give you instructions on Tuesday how I want you to kind of upload the photo to show me the work that you've done. If you've got some kind of a big issue with that, just reach out to me through email or whatever, and we'll try to figure something out. If you have already turned it in, if you got it turned in before break, which a number of you did, you do not have to worry about it then. I've already got it graded. I'll be putting those in the grade book. So there's nothing you have to worry about there. But if you haven't turned it in, next Tuesday is the date for that. And again, I'll give you instructions how to do that at that point. Then once you are done with that with the Beyond the Border painting, you should be working on your half face drawings. And you will have all next week to be working on those, and then I'll probably let you know end of next week when the due date for those is going to be. But you'll have all next week to be working on those, and I'll have you continue to do some check-ins just so I can see that you're making progress on those. But that will be your main task for next week is working on those. Remember that I do have office hours Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. Now you can reach out to me anytime you want to, but if you reach out to me during those times, I should be able to get back to you very quickly, within minutes, seconds sometimes, almost instantaneously. If it would be helpful to do a Google Hangout to be able to talk through stuff, whatever. We can also certainly set that up during that time as well. So please do let me know if you've got any sorts of questions about things, whether it's something real specific about the art you're working on, you want to know if you're going the right track, when I think of something, if I have any suggestions, that's great. Or if it's just more general sorts of things you need to ask about, if the technology is a question mark for you. Anyway, reach out and let me know. Hey, believe it or not, I really do miss seeing you guys. And again, I hope things are going okay. And we're going to get through this online art thing one way or another. I think we're gonna do some fun stuff. So hang tight, and for now, wrap up your Beyond the Border paintings and be working on your half-face drawings. And we'll talk to you next week. Have a good one.